2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. O'Donnell. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Woodward. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Lawrence will throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury. from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they recover.
2 yards, good enough for a first. The Colts at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Off play action. O'Donnell on the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of. Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Woodward. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Off the play fake, O'Donnell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. O'Donnell. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On first down, O'Donnell. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Play action. O'Donnell. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw. O'Donnell. Throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. Touchdown, Colts! A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect you to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, O'Donnell to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence. Being chased out left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw on 2nd down. O'Donnell. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half,
got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Forced out to his left. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. There's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Woodward. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Flushed out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
end zone now. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Operating from the gun. O'Donnell. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw again. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Now a give, right side.
Woodward. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the...
Okay, ready? Hey, hold it.
Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Again, it's Lawrence.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about
touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown, Colts! A big play there. 49 yards.
And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
And now here's another interception. Past the 20.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road.
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it.
But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And now here is another interception.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Taylor.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Charles,